let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about your Anthem, how to naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, make sure you give me that Arthur Fonzarelli thumbs up like so I say hey, and of course follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video we're talking about your Anthem, because you know what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis. Help you naturally raise your testosterone and your HGH. I'm a spiritual guide, the mentor, here to expand your mind and increase your size. So without further ado, I'm here to tell you about your Anthem. And yes, man, going through this whole era of time, or whatever you want to call this particular now, there's got to be a sound to the way that we go and the way that we grow, and the Anthem is definitely what's going to help you with your flow. And me, I just got done holding my accountability, and you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. That's right, Mr. Larson. I was doing my some workouts, and of course I've been finding profound results with doing more aroused state workouts and my yoga practice, utilizing the cock ring, utilizing urine therapy, and a whole bunch of other crazy beliefs and other types of ways to really help me manifest the grow, which I'm here to share with you and let you know that there's no wrong way to do this. And like I was talking about in my power video the other day, there's been a collective shift with the way that the whole home workouts and everything's been really out there, because more people got to utilize less. And like people that are in prison type of situations where you ain't got as much available to you, you can make miracles out of what you have. And that is really the Anthem, and of what's going on right now, is the fact that you can take less and make more. And for that, you know what, I'm holding my accountability with getting those meals in. I'm having my tuna mukbang, and eating on the screen, so I got to get this in real quick. I got my bear really looking at this, because we love to eat the tuna. It's good for you. So please don't mind me getting this down. You know what I mean? I know I should I could have waited, but you know what, I just felt like with all this beautiful music I was listening to, I was really inspired to get this video out here, because you can still be utilizing high protein and a whole bunch of other techniques to help you naturally raise the testosterone, your HGH, and all that. Because with the intermittent fasting, which is what I do every day for about 15 hours, 13 to 15 is what I roll with. That is something that helps you clear out your system, and essentially whatever you're putting in you, it's all going to muscle gains. And whatever side of the argument you want to be on is where you're going to find yourself. So there's no wrong way to this, and whatever works for you might not work for that person. Whatever works for that person might not work for this other person. But the fact of the matter is, you find what works for you. And intermittent fasting is definitely something that can help you out. Okay, bear. Of course, I gotta get my bear in there. You're a good bear. Here, you wanna come say hi, bear? Nah, it's okay. Maybe better. You got the bear snout. You see that big bear? He loves the albacore. It's okay, bear. I'll get you a little bit more. And that's it. You gotta share with your bear. Share with those that you love. Because, nobody's robbing your games. You know what I mean? It's all about what's in your mind anyways. And, what's a calorie, what's a protein content, what is anything more than what the mind says. And essentially, that is what I always preach about when with Paramahansa Yogananda, saying that your mind's the wielder of the size. And like I was talking about, in that prison, with the prison analogy, when people are locked away and they feel that they got to grow, You know, they ain't got everything available to them, and they make themselves, you know, they know that they got to grow, so they have it happen. And that is essentially what you have the opportunity to do right now. And that's something that you should really be counting your blessings for that. There you go, Bear. Let the bear clean up that bowl. And you know me, I got to hold my accountability yet again. So I say so. Oh, yeah. Might not be a pint of goodness, but it's still a bottle of beauty, and that's what this is to me, man. Anytime that you're putting something in you, you always got to be on the good side of whatever you're doing. Like, I always feel that beer is something that helps me, you know, with my gains. It helps me just feel beautiful, and it's something that I agree with. And I feel like, you know, it's like the reward for getting through what you're doing. Sometimes I work out while drinking a beer, but I'm finding that putting it after, if it just has better results for me. And a lot of bodybuilders will tell you, here you go, Bear. I gotta get you out. You gotta get you out of the camera, okay? You're my bear. I just find that you know, using it more as a reward is something that will help make the victory all the better. So for that, I say salute. Oh yeah. And you know what? Since I just got that in, and I'm feeling kind of pumped up anyways, and I just might as well just show you at any given time we can increase our size by letting you know that energy is neither destroyed nor created. So let's just right now, because it's always around you. That's right. We're going to talk about the mind and muscle connection. I was giving you a brief intro about what I'd say in my flow, but when we're talking about the grow, something that you ought to know is it's the mind that increases the size. So never forget that. And whenever you're getting through these beautiful at-home workouts, you can really utilize, you know, the positive mantras. Like when I hold out a super plank, and that's something I'll do. You know, I don't really count the minutes. That's right. You can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. That's right, a double Larson. And what we're talking about, I don't really, you know, make the count. I just go with the feel, go with the flow, and start saying a whole bunch of positive mantras along the way to help me get through it. And I don't stop until I'm dripping that sweat. And that's something that's going to really make you feel the size increase. And when you're talking about, you know, the positive mantras and the feeling just being the secret and all that, go ahead and say some beautiful stuff like, you know, Abraham Hicks. You know, I'm so, you know, the universe, I'll say the ones that I say, you know, I am so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful muscles are growing bigger, harder, stronger, more defined, abundantly. And then of course for the penis, I am so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful penis is growing bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder, abundantly. And then of course, I am magic, I am divine, and the universe is on my side. That's something you could say at any given point in the day. And then of course, Abraham Hicks, things are always working out for me. And that's something that you ought to say to just let you know that, you know, we're in the receptive mode and we're going to flow. And that's something that, you know, I really love that one. So things are always working out for me. That's a beautiful thing. And when you're feeling this beautiful pump, you're letting yourself know that you grow. And that's a beautiful time to really increase our size. So whenever you got to get one last rep out, I swear, and I just got me a beautiful workout in, got me a beautiful meal, and it doesn't matter. I'm sweating. I'm feeling beautiful, all greased up, letting you know that the power is real. So let's get this going. And whenever you gotta get one last rep in, you go ahead and you scream and you shout, or at least feel it in your head. I am magic, I am divine, and I can increase my size. Oh yeah, 2020, getting lit, getting ripped, getting huge. Let's grow. Massive, it's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Whew. And for that, we definitely say salute. Oh yeah. And I'm telling you, man, with the whole anthems of what's going on, we gotta drop the bun, have some fun. You know how that goes, man. Oh yeah. Yeah, like, yeah, I want to have Careless Whisper or something just playing when you drop it. I'm just thinking, man, you know, like back in like the Vietnam era, or Vietnam, or however you would call it, it seemed like there was a lot of Jimi Hendrix, and that song All Along the Watchtower is something that, you know what I'm talking about. If you know Jimi Hendrix, man, that's one of the greatest songs of like any Vietnam, Forrest Gump type of Vietnam, Lieutenant Dan, you know what we're talking about. Any type of war movie, they would play that kind of song, and it would just be symbolic to the era. So there's probably some type of song that's out for this one, and it's like, I don't know what it would particularly be, if it's some Post Malone song or who knows what it's gonna do. But all I know is music is a vibration anyways, and it's essentially what's gonna make you feel something. And whether it's, you know, some you know, like if it's a Jimi Hendrix song that makes you have that Vietnam feel, the CCR type of vibe, you know, we're talking about, and that's just something that kind of goes with that type of flow. It's all about keeping the anthem that's in you, and something, you know, what's with the anthem that your go is could be different to somebody else's flow, and understanding that, you know, it doesn't really matter more than the feeling anyways. It matters what you're eliciting with the, you know, the motivation that you get from it. And like, you know me, you can watch a whole bunch of movies that can get you there, some Gladiator, Rocky Balboa will definitely, you know, that is one that is always, you know, motivating to me. And I'm even thinking about Nick. He's like, you give me, what do you call it, kid? Motivation, like I got something to live for, you know, and that's really what we got going. And, you know, like Rocky Balboa says, and there's, you know, it's like Rocky 6, I guess you would call it, is you, me, or nobody's gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how much you can take and keep moving forward. Now, if you know what you're worth, go out and get what you're worth. But it's not about pointing fingers at him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. And that's a beautiful thing that you ought to know. And, you know, this is something that kind of goes with the flow of our, you know, of what's going on right now. Don't be blaming anybody. Always lift people up. And anytime that you're smiling, you're doing something right. If you're grunting, you're winning. You know how I go with that flow every single day. You got to do something that makes you smile. You got to keep yourself elevated up, and that's what's going to lift up the collective around you, because by keeping yourself happy, you're drawing in that positive energy, and that's going to help us get through this whole scenario that we're in. And it's going to definitely help you, you know, make you increase your size. Because keeping yourself smiling and understanding that, you know, if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. You got to be a clear conduit for growth. You're getting out of your own way. You're really letting your flow just take over. And you're not judging anybody other than, you know, what you intend on becoming. And that's why you're just clearing up the room, you're clearing up the air, and you're just going with the whole, you know, flow of what you go. And that's why I always do that Wu-Wei flow, the path of least resistance, not doing things in a particular order, just doing things as they come. And that's something that just, you know, really resonates with me, and it's something that will definitely have you, you know, have some fun along the way. And that is definitely key to it. Like Moondog says, Matthew McConaughey, all right. Am I saying that the world is conspiring for my happiness? Maybe. But most importantly, I like to have fun. And fun is the gun. So that's right, you got to have some fun today, any which way that you can, even if it is seeming kind of, you know, gloomy or whatever. You can always make yourself smile. Scroll the gram, look at a big booty pic, a wolf, an emotional, spiritual quote that makes you feel something. That's what you got to do. Then by all means, do it. Watch some stand-up comedies. There's so many beautiful shows and things that you can really watch to help you, you know, charge your flow and just keep you motivated to keep going. And that's really what this is. Finding a song that is going to help you pull out of this, that's something that you can always grab. Me, I got many songs. I mean, you know me, fan of Carlos Santana, some classic rock. You know, I like my, you know, Jimi Hendrix, and like I said, Along the Watchtower is something that really just, you know, that kind of just got me, got me with the, you know, I was working out flow. And that's something that's going to help you get through this, man. It's like, you know, you're going to be able to look back on this time, and there's going to be some song that reminded you of how you got through this. And that's what we're doing together as a collective, as, you know, just as a spirit. And that's really what this all comes down to, man. All you guys out there are beautiful. And I intend on you guys to feel some love today, be some love today, and spread some love today. And since I got this heart pumping, you know what I'm saying, man, that power of love, man, that is real. And when we're talking about this every single day, every single time that I got to share this matrix hack, anytime somebody crosses your mind, anytime you see somebody on the TV, if you're on a line somewhere, doesn't matter whether the thought's good, bad, or neutral, just pause for a moment and just intend on that person, that soul, to have a beautiful day, to feel love in some kind of way, and you go along your day, and you just hacked the matrix. You just made the world a better place because you're getting out of your own way by intending on people to feel the best, because at the end of it all, everybody's a reflection of you anyways. And that's why I always say you gotta start with loving yourself, because when you start loving you, you're gonna have that love come back to you. And when you're spreading the love out there, the love's gonna come back. It's the yin and the yang. It's the flow to the grow, and that's really what's gonna help you know. And like every single day, you know how I got to start it. You know, at any given time, I know when it's going to come up. And, you know, just that, remember that breath that you got in your lungs is something special. And before my feet even hit the ground, whenever I wake up, go ahead. You know the sound. Go ahead and take this breath with me. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful, because gratitude is the attitude. Every single day, you got to be happy that you woke up today, because you got a shot, you got a breath. And that's a beautiful thing, man. You got a shot at what? A shot at life. And that's something that you should be, grateful for, man. And every day you'll find something. You ought to count your blessings. You'll be counting your blessings for everything. And that's really what's going to help, blow away the stress and keep yourself, growing. And, we're talking, there's a whole bunch. I got all my animals here right now. I got Scrappy here. You're a good Pekingese. I love you too, man. I got my bear and my wolf. That's something that, if you're an animal person, that's something that's definitely going to help you out too. And, to each their own. Some people, they might find it from reading a book. And there's a lot of great things that you can do in this time to really keep your mind heading in the right direction. And when we're talking about naturally raising your testosterone, your HGH, and, making that huge piece of meat, swing at the knees and throb to the pecs, making you your best. We're talking about, give it a kiss, how you doing? We're talking about growing huge, man. Not worrying about them little gremlins at your feet, just being a huge giant of love, man. Not stopping on your best friend's house, but just being huge and just being in you, man, and just giving that love, man. That's really what it all comes down to, man. And it's something that we're going with, man. So the whole anthem of the day is find something that you could just keep pulling you towards the your intention of just waking up and just keeping yourself going, because everything that you do now is like the results are profound. So you really got to take advantage of this time, and that's really what it comes down to, man. So the anthem of this to me is like, is just getting out there doing something, because it's like paying you back tenfold for whatever you're doing. Like before, like if you were doing, this might sound a little bit, out there or whatever, but like if you were doing 1 crunch a week ago, like now it's like it's like doing 1,000 crunches or something. It's like doing 100. 1 crunch is like 100. Like the results are just more profound now, because like I said, so many more people are utilizing at-home workouts, and the fact that you got to be more mindful of your body is really what's going to help you manifest the best, man. So with that, if you guys want any help, with the super joking, the super Kegels, the super edge, I'm talking masturbation for manifestation, make sure you guys drop me a line, and I could show you some, very special techniques and workouts that are like continuously coming to me, being manifested through me. I'm gaining tremendous results. We're talking about working out in aroused states, man. We're utilizing what Arnold Schwarzenegger was talking about, but even beyond, because I use that sexual energy. Some call it sexual transmutation. Maybe I'll do another type of video on that later, but we're talking about utilizing that sexual energy and putting it into your size, because sexual energy is what keeps us alive. Never forget, we all came from excitement. We were born from excitement. Whether you know your parents or not, it doesn't matter, man. We're still somebody's kid. And whoever brought you here was excited to do it. So you got to be excited about being alive. That's a beautiful thing. So like I say, man, make sure you guys get out there and spread some love today. Make sure you guys are hitting me up on my social media. Drop me a line if you guys need some help. And, you know, of course, check out my bear, my wolf, you know, my kids see, taking care of the neighborhood, my Pekingese over there. Everything's getting lit. 2020 is going to be a beautiful year. I feel it. Keep yourself motivated. Find the anthem and you go ahead and drop one down if you want to write the song that you're feeling. That's a beautiful flow. And like I said, man, I'll be seeing you around. We're going to have plenty more beautiful experiences to come. I love you guys. I'll be seeing you around. Peace.